And it's time! Welcome everybody to GT Champions. I am your host Chris Ball, also known as Presidio Dog, and it is round 5 of the World Cup. And we're at Road Atlanta in the Group 4 Lexus RCF. Everybody is here. All 15 drivers for Lobby 1 are here and accounted for, present and ready to tackle this track at night. It's going to be an exciting race. It's going to be a lot more exciting for the drivers than it will be for us visually, but we'll still keep track of the cars. It's dark. There are some lights on the track in various places where we'll get to see the cars, but it's all about the drivers having a good time and us being able to enjoy watching them have a good time, right? Isn't that how it works? So we are here. It is round 5. We have been through a number of rounds thus far. Here's our grid order there on the right. Monkey Man, Macho, and Hovercraft will lead the crowd on the first road with Total Wolf and Black Friday on row 2. And then right behind them, you'll see the rest of the drivers all listed out there in the order that they will be starting. This is a very tricky track. We'll go over that here shortly. January 13th, in 2 weeks from tonight, we will be in this Toyota Supra GT3 car at Fuji. That's going to be a crazy race. It's going to be a load of fun. Everyone's going to have a good time. Big shout out to our folks at High Pre. We're grateful for all that they do. Everything that High Pre does here makes us all look beautiful. And of course, our sponsor, Metropolis.com. We just saw their video there at the beginning. Go check them out, Metropolis.com. If you're in the telecom industry, that's where you should be going, because I am, and I use them all of the time. Hey, coming up on next week is the new style of Gentleman's GP. Things have changed a little bit. If you're not familiar with it, you can get familiar with it by heading over to GTChampions.com/gents. We've got a page started there to try to get some information in some more places. So hang tight for that. It looks like it's going to be doing format a little bit differently. Go check it out. And then coming up in a couple Mondays, we're going to hit up round 5 of the BMRL iRacing Truck Series, broadcasted here on GTC TV. Come check that out. That's not this Monday, but the following Monday. So check that all out. All right, so everybody looks to be here. My screen is something is wrong with my screen. I know how to fix that, and you know how I know? I know how to fix it because I'm a tech guy, and I'm supposed to know how to fix this stuff. So all I have to do is click a little button like so, and whambo! There's all our drivers! All right, let me tell them that we're starting this off now, and we're going to... I gave them a 3-minute warning, so they've had like 4, almost 5 minutes. So we're going to get this race underway. Let's get ourselves over to the track, and let's... Okay, there we go. Let's start this race. Everybody is here. It is going to be dark, and turn 1, this is going to be a challenge. Now, these guys are the best ones that we have out there, so we should be able to see them get through it, but it is a tough turn to make, especially if you're side by side, and they're going to be up in some serious tight turnage here. So we're going to go on board with Monkey Man. We're actually going to go backwards, and we're going to go into the chase cam from about mid-pack, because I want to be able to see what goes on. Let's actually start from Mad Hatter's point of view. Nope, I'm going to go to this car. Here we go. Everyone's taking off now. So it is officially round 5 underway. It is dark here in Atlanta. Everybody is... This isn't going to be good. You guys hold it together. Everyone's got to stay. We're only going to do a red flag if there's damage. Oh, there's damage to one person. Another person off. Yep, that's a red flag. All right, hang on. That is a red. With 3 or more cars involved and someone has damage, then that is a red flag. All right, so we're going to come back and we're going to red flag this race, and we're going to try this again. If it's 3 or more in Sector 1 and someone has damage, we're going to start it over. Now, they only get 2 of these. We're going to do 1 more, potentially. But if they do it again, Truth is saying jinx. Yes, I had to go and say it during our Discord chat. I had to go and say that it was such a good job, all these guys, and then I had to freaking mess it up by saying something. So just going to wait for Flash to get checked in, and then we can start the race. Flash. I'm just going to wait for him to check in, and then we can get all the cars going again. But yes, that's turn one on this track is hard. It's hard enough to get it done. It's hard enough to get it done when you're by yourself, let alone side by side with people. So people have to be really careful. And I've already told everybody, you only get 2 red flags. If we have to red flag this again, the very next start goes, I don't care if the entire field falls off the track. That's how it's going to work. Let's get back to here. And we're going to start. Same car. All right. So there's LJ. Now, last time someone got a pretty good run in the back there. So we'll see how this works out. We're going to try this one more time. Let's see if we can get everybody to get through there. Nobody gets too greedy. Everyone should just go single file. We'll get to a better camera view here soon. Oop. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. Everyone's holding it together. Just one guy off the track so far, but he holds it together. And looks like... Yep, it looks like we got it all together. One car off the track, and he's not even that far off. So he's still with the pack. So it looks like we are good to go, folks. Sector 1's not done. Sector 1 finishes right about here. So... we've gotten through Sector 1. They're all in Sector 2 now. This race is green, official, and off we go. Monkey Man running the tribute livery for our boy Andy at Black Flag Racing and his family, battling with crazy cancer, stupid stuff. I hate that freaking cancer thing. Can't believe it's been going for 40 years and we haven't fixed it yet. But anyway, Hovercraft in second. Total Wolf leads a pack, though. Here they all come down the back straight. This is going to be a huge passing opportunity for a lot of drivers trying to get through this field. And, yeah, we're going to see just how well all these drivers can manage through these first sets of turns as their tires get warmed up. I do believe I see every single driver out here. I'm going to quickly round through them all the way back to the front. Okay, one person is on a different set of tires than the rest, and that's it. I'm not going to say who it is, but they're here. So Total Wolf in third. Started third, still in third. Black Friday in fourth. Kaizen right behind him. There is Tech. Turbozi is Burning Man, I believe. These nicknames sometimes... do I have nicknames turned on? Yes, I do, but these are their names that we usually go by, so we'll just go with these. All right, so Burning Man up into 7th from SCR. There is LJ Shovelhead in 9th. Mad Hatter is leading a little bit of a... Well, no, it's not, nothing's changed. I should just shut up and let's go back to the racing. All right, so up front, the first two have taken off. Total Wolf hasn't quite gotten away from the pack yet, so he is still having to... he is still dealing with these cars behind him, and it looks like everyone has just finally gotten into line, which is good. Do we see any overtakes happening? A little defensive driving happening by some of the drivers. There goes somebody inside. Oh, RWB's HPR dives in underneath. And Buck Wild from RWB and HPR 11 and 12. So HPR makes a move on Rusty Maggots. I love Rusty Maggots. All these S7R guys are just freaking awesome dudes. If you're looking for a good race team that's like legit professional race team, you guys should go and check them out. If you want to, like they just, oh, it's great. RWB is a little bit more relaxed, still competitive, but a little bit more relaxed group of people. The SNR guys definitely much more organized as far as keeping everybody in line. I don't know if that's the right way to word it. Man, Nuke, if you're watching this and I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Trying to pump you up, and it didn't sound like it there for a minute. All right, so let's see. Up front, Monkey Man still leads the pack there in his Lexus. Hovercraft in P2 and Toto's in 3. Toto's built almost a second gap. Oh, look at this. Black Friday is getting attacked by Kaizen. Kaizen looking to go inside. Black Friday's going to have to let him through. He's going to try to cover him off, but he doesn't get it done. And Kaizen moves up into 4th position. So Kaizen now up into 4th. Black Friday falls to 5th. He started 3rd. No, he started 4th. He's only lost this spot. It is a long, long race, folks. It's 2 hours. We're 4 minutes in. I don't think we have much to worry about right now. BVL's highest ranking driver right now is Tech Racing in P6. Now remember, we have some Pro and Pro-Am drivers that are in this race. Yes, they are racing against each other on the track, and why wouldn't you? You're in a race car and you're on a racetrack and there's other racers. You race them. However, as far as the championships go for their class, they're not really having to fight these pro guys. The Pro-Am guys are having to battle all of their own up here, so that's a lot of fun. Who do we have that's Pro-Am up here? Hovercraft is pro. There's pro. There's a pro. Black Friday, I think, is actually a Pro-Am. Isn't he a Pro-Am? I'm pretty sure. Yes, he is. So Black Friday is a Pro-Am. Tech Racing is a pro, and there's your other Pro-Am, Shovelhead. So you can see there's a little bit of like 2 races happening all at the same time. So we'll have to keep an eye on these guys as they're battling through. Everyone kind of keeping it together. This is going to be a race of attrition. I mean, what race isn't? But I guess what I mean by that is the do we have Burning Man listed as an AM driver? Does he have an AM sticker on his car? He does. I didn't think he was an amateur driver. We're going to have to talk about that one. So there's an amateur driver in the top lobby. So he got one of the 15 fastest lap times in last race out of the entire field of 60-something drivers. So good on you, dude. So he'll be able to earn some really good points being up in this lobby compared to his other AM drivers. So good on him. Mad Hatter in 9th. Rusty Maggots. Looks like HPR went backwards a little bit. He's back into 12th. I thought he got up a little further, so he might have had a misstep somewhere. And there is the lonely MSR driver. MSR was the very first GT Champions Team Championship winner when we did the BMW Cup, when we first started doing a team championship. So they got one driver here. He's not competing for team points because they only have one driver and they need 3. So right now I think he's looking inside. Not going to make it work. Not going to make it work. All right, let's check up here in 4th. So Kaizen up into 4th around Black Friday. He's challenging Toto Wolff. Now, this is interesting. This is where you want to keep the pressure on. And what I mean earlier by a race of attrition is this track will eat people up. You step foot in the wrong place and turn just too early or just too late, and that grass just sucks you right out into the ether. And you gotta try to come back from that. So these guys have to push like qualifying style laps for the better part of 2 hours, and not make any mistakes, or it's not going to work out well for them. So Toto Wolff running the High Pre car, High Pre, our sponsor. We love you and all of your graphicsy things you do. And if you're into iRacing, folks, we are putting on some iRacing events coming up pretty soon. In matter of fact, myself and Pixteca put together the series of what it's going to be in iRacing, and we've gotten the details together. We've got most of the rule book ironed out. So, but it's all in iRacing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Also in GT7. Oh, what was that? Mark, rewind. Who just went backwards? Oh, that almost. Hold on, we're going to go back a little further. That almost looked like a little lag from. Look there. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag there inside on the last corner. Oh, yeah, that was not what it looked like. Not, at least not from his point of view. All right, so just get back on the track there, Black Friday, and just continue on. Like I said, it's a long race. Get out of the replay, Chris. It's a long race, and there's always time to get back. So they are flashing lights at each other. That's always fun to do. There was. I didn't see any contact there, so that was clearly like a netcode thing, which really sucks. That really sucks for him. But oh hey, okay, hovercraft from Sector 7, your new race leader. I missed that during the replay. Monkey Man Macho has fallen back a spot. Has he fallen back? No, I mean, he's right there. But there's your new race leader. Sector 7's hovercraft is now leading the charge. Way to go, man. That turn right there. I hate that turn. Turn 1 is just the turn that everybody wants to get aggressive on. And it's just like if you get your wheels just barely touching that grass, you're gone. You're all the way off the track and getting damage and everything. But here we go. The battle for the lead has changed into Sector 7's hovercraft leading. Looks like Kaizan's gotten around Total Wolf too. A couple of changes up in the front, and now Kaizan from LRC is now up into the podium places. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm looking at the tires just to see who's using a little bit more of what. Tech Racing's got Burning Man right behind him. There is Burning Man from Sin City Racing. Not driving like an AM driver. He is definitely driving at a level where he belongs here. Good job, man. So we might see a little bit of a change in somebody's class. At the very least, he'll probably be moved up to a Pro-Am by that. I got to make a note of that. Let's check up front here. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's go back and take a look at that. Monkey Man just catches the lead again. Let's watch what happens to. Oh, right through the grass. What did I tell you? It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much, and you are out of the lead. So Monkey Man back up to the front. He probably did something very similar, Monkey Man, and cost him the lead. So, like I said, this track will catch you out, and you got to be careful. I'm excited, actually, for Lobby 2's racing because Tatiana Noel, or E Dirty Tati, who is our broadcaster there, lives in Atlanta and has probably been to this track more than one time. Here we go. Kaizan making a move to the podium positions. And he moves up to P2, actually. I read that wrong. Had that all kinds of wrong. And look at you. Kaizan now up into P2. So he's made a couple of spots up the last couple of laps. Having a pretty good run so far. Hopefully he doesn't wear his tires out too much. But Kaizan moves up to P2. Hovercraft in P3. And I just realized I'm not watching the chat. Let me turn the volume up. Oh my gosh, I got so excited at the start of the race. I forgot to, let me just do this. Tell you what, there, now I have the cars up. Y'all can tell me how the cars sound. Oh, I should have turned up the exposure. I don't think I can do that from here. I'd have to leave the track. Give me a second to make sure I don't see anything crazy happening. Like anyone's catching somebody. I can... Oh, Tech Racing with a 1 second penalty. That's gigantic because that is halfway up the acceleration zone of this, right at the top of the hill. Well, just over the crest. And he's going to have to slow down for a full second. He's going to move over, and all these cars are going to go whizzing by. Mad Hatter, Burning Man's probably going to go past him too. If not more. Oh, here we go. We got a lot of side-by-side action. Look at that. He loses 4 places. But Burning Man on the brakes, late, holds it together, makes it work. And look at that. Tech Racing falls all the way back to 9th position. That was a big move. All right, so the top 4 have kind of taken off. There's a 5-second gap between these 5 and the rest of the drivers on the track. Mad Hatter leads the next group of drivers. There's about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, there's 5 of them right there. So there is Mad Hatter, Burning Man, Truth, Maggots, and Tech. That is your second group. Then your third group is these 4. Black Friday, Shovelhead, Buck Wild, and Flash. And then you've got a couple guys hanging out here at the back, HPR and LJ, who are just, they had some issues early on in the race. So, Mark, rewind. What happened to Shovelhead? Okay, let's go behind here and watch. Let's watch from here. Oh, he just went off the track. Oh, and he took someone else. Oh, wow, that's huge. That was huge. Let's go watch that from Shovelhead's point of view. One more time real quick. Let me go take a look at that. So Shovelhead, we're on board with him now. He's got, I don't know who that is in front of him, and he's right on his tail, and then he tries to miss him, and then he takes him out, and then he gets punted. Oh no, damage all around. That is monstrous. That's a giant change in that second pack. Where's the second pack at? There they are. So Flash, who started very last now, resides in the 10th place position. Buck Wild moves up to 11th. There's LJ, HPR, Black Friday has a little damage, just the left rear. So I think he's okay staying out there. Shovelhead has massive damage. He didn't pit. He's got front and rear aero damage and front left wheel damage. So he's going to have some problems. Oh, and Kaizan's in the lead. Kaizan has made it to the front. We missed all of it. See, this is why I don't want to go change anything. We're going to miss everything. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Kaizan now, new race leader from LRC. Up in the front, Monkey Man falls back. Hovercraft drops. So, wow. Okay. All right. So there we go. How's the audio stuff now, guys? I'm trying to watch. I'm gonna try. I'm afraid to miss anything. Okay. I don't know if I can change it while I'm in the race. I can't leave the lobby, so I won't do that. Okay, okay, I'm gonna try something. Hang on a second. Just hang on 1 second. Let me try that. Exit that. Go to settings. Exposure. Oh, we're just gonna go to 3. Why not? Okay. This will look a lot better. Thank you, Ando. Now we're gonna see it. It's a little bit more exposed. That's a little bit too bright. Okay. Let me just adjust it one more time. I went too far. We'll go down to 2 and see. There we go. And we'll try to get this. Don't hit exit, Chris. Whatever you do, don't hit exit. All right. So Kaizan leads the pack now. This top 4 has changed leads 3 times. And we're, 13 laps in? We've only gone about 18 minutes. And we've had 3 different leaders up front here. So Kaizan now sits out in front. Monkey Man, Hovercraft, and Toto Wolf. Second pack, Burning Man, kind of has a gap. Almost a second. over Mad Hatter. Oh, that was a whole lot of cheeky right there. There was a whole lot of defending and crazy stuff happening. Rusty Maggots gets around Mad Hatter. You know what? I think I forgot to mark it. Let's go see if we can see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that was... Let me try it again. Hang on. One more time. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Rusty Maggots he gave him the... Oh, he had his blinker on, but he wasn't certainly giving that away. All right. So, Rusty moves up to 6th. Mad Hatter in 7th. All right, let's see. Kaizen, I'm not saying who's on what. There's only one driver out here on the softs. Everyone else is on the mediums, and I'm not going to say who it is because that's just not what I'm going to do. All right, this looks pretty good. Should I go down to 2? I think I had it. I think this is good. This lets us see a little bit better. It's a little bright, but it'll do. All right, so look at that. Kaizen makes his way up. Kaizen started, when did he start? He started all the way back in 7th and is now leading the race by about 0.8 of a second. Monkey Man defending a little bit from Hovercraft. We've got 4 different teams all represented here in the top 4. We've got LRC, Black Flag, S7R, and Hypre. So nice racing, guys. And next up, there's Burning Man coming across the line in 5th. He's starting lap 15 now. Rusty Maggots climbing up a bit. Rusty Maggots started almost dead last. He started in 14th. Flash, who is... Where'd Flash go? There he is. Flash is in 10th, started last. So far, we've got a lot of good movement around the course. We got a few people that unfortunately had some tough times. Black Friday's all the way to the back. Where's the other car that had all the damage on it? Did we... Oh, wait a minute. Did we lose a car? We did. Somebody left. That's what happened. We lost a driver. I think it was the one that had all of the damage. Who was that? That was that Shovelhead? No, he wouldn't have left, would he? Oh, I guess it was Shovelhead. I don't see Shovelhead anywhere on the scoring pylon anymore. So we have a DNF with Shovelhead. I guess instead of repairing the car, he's just going to give up the points. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Monkey Man was looking there, and Total Wolf is like, I want to get a piece of this action. Let's go back and watch that. That was pretty fun. Let's watch from Total Wolf's view. There he goes. You can see Monkey Man looking looking around the outside, then to the inside. Doesn't quite make it work. Doesn't quite make it work. All right, so still Hovercraft up into 2nd now, has made it and gotten up to the P2 spot. So these guys really, really changing it up around here. And oh no, Monkey Man with a half-second penalty. Does anyone else have one? No, Monkey Man is going to lose that spot to Total Wolf, and he doesn't have anybody else to follow. If he loses that draft, especially down this long straight, that's going to make it hard to keep up with these guys. He's going to have to do a little bit more, little less fuel saving and tire saving to get back up to this group when it happens. So we're going to see, here comes the penalty zone right there, and Total Wolf is just going to go nice and easy right past him. There he goes, and Total Wolf is trying to edge him over. Little cheeky. He's trying to edge him over to hopefully slow him up a little bit, but he's still right there. So he hasn't lost this pack. So he's still there. He can still get something done. Whew. It would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if the tires showed you what they were on? But because they all start differently, we've always said in World Cup, we've always said that we're not going to reveal what the tire is so that people don't give away their strategies. So we're going to keep with that. I will tell you that the I'm going to just quickly go through them all. And I will tell you that the soft tire runner is in the top 10 right now. So one of the top 10 drivers currently on track is running the soft tire. I just won't tell you which one. That narrows it down some, but it doesn't narrow it down a lot. All right, so there is Total Wolf sitting in third. Monkey Man's there. All right, so let's see. Burning Man still kind of sitting there in that 5th place, kind of holding things together. His tire situation is a little bit more bleak than the others. That is the difference between the pro drivers and the amateur drivers. Pro drivers are able to manage tires typically a little better, marginally better, sometimes incredibly well over amateur drivers. It's just a thing you have to learn as you race more and more. But Rusty Maggots up into 6th, Truth in 7th. The 2 S7R drivers nose to tail on the track. There is Mad Hatter in 8th, Tech Racing in 9th, and Flash in 10th. So that is your top 10 currently. LJ's made his way up to 11th and H-Power in 12th. Not really battling too much onto the track right now. Black Friday's still carrying that left rear wheel damage on his car. So, yeah. It would be kind of cool to have this this ticker bar where it shows the tire wear and the, or not tire wear, but the damage on the cars. That would be good. All right, Buck Wild told me earlier he's 15 seconds back from anybody. He's like, I'm just gonna try to not get lapped. That was his goal, to not get lapped in the 2 hours. So we'll see how that works out. But Kaizen 4.7 seconds ahead of Hovercraft. There's Hovercraft right now. He's only got about an 8/10 lead to Monkey Man. So there's still plenty to be had here as they come down the hill into the final few corners. Burning Man is actually catching up to these dudes. And, oh, look at this. Ooh, the little battle between S7R and High Pre going on here. High Pre trying to defend, Total Wolf trying to defend. The S7R drivers are on top of things. Let's watch from here. Truth is going for it. Truth is going to go for it. He's going to keep it together, leave the room. He makes it through. So Truth up into 5th. Way to go, buddy. Total Wolf into 6th. I mean, the race isn't over, folks. With what? Only a quarter of the way through it, not even yet. So there's lots to go. But look at that. Truth moves up into the top 5. Now he's going to chase down Burning Man. Total Wolf drops to 6th, but Rusty Maggots and Mad Hatter are really close. And then Tech Racing is about to be a part of this as well. Hey, Black Flag Racing TV, Andy, I hope you're doing okay, bud. Uh-oh, Mad Hatter pulls a 1-second penalty. Ouchie mama. That's a see you later, rest of the pack. And he's going to be on those brakes for a 1,000. Bam, off he goes, and screaming past goes Tech Racing. And Flash is going to gain a little bit closer to these guys here. This is what he needs. That's what he needs to do. Catch up, catch up, catch up. You're still in the top 10. He's got a 6-second gap to LJ. Not a lot to worry about. Up front, though, Kaizen, 5 seconds now up the road. Hovercraft in P2. So that's what, 2 S7R guys in the top 5 right now. And look at this. Ooh, Hovercraft not handling that corner very well. Yeah, he's all over the place. I think he just missed all of his corners there. Ooh, and Monkey Man almost had the rear end of his car, or the front end of his car, run into the rear end of Hovercraft's car. That was pretty close. Oh my goodness. So Monkey Man Macho trying to find his way back up into P2, but he's got a whole rear view mirror full of other cars who have the very same idea. There we go. So S7 Hovercraft is saying, I'm going to stay to the left. Or not. Okay.
Monkey Man, what's he going to do? Is he just going to push him? Nope, he's going for it. He gets just enough slipstream. He's going to try to brake late. He's really brave on the brakes. And he holds it together, but doesn't get a very good exit. Oh, but neither does Hovercraft. And Monkey Man moves back up into P2, but now looky here. Burning Man now has caught these dudes. He has caught them, and he is looking at an overtake spot right now. Here we go. Nope, he holds it back. He's got somebody else behind him. That's Truth. Truth wants to get up there, but I think Truth, knowing how Truth drives, I don't know Hovercraft well, or at all really, but I know Truth, and he's patient. And he's just going to let this come to him. Ooh, careful, Burning Man. Yeah, these cars are tricky. You can't get out too late in the corners or you're in trouble. So Monkey Man, Hovercraft is following, and here come Burning Man and Truth. So lots of good, man, these guys really put on good racing. The last race, 280 plus people watched it and noticed that the Mustang race was just awesome. Oh yeah, I see your comment there, Andy. Yeah, I mean, there we go. That is the love that everyone is showing for you guys. And you're gonna see that on all the posters for the rest of our season, buddy. We're gonna have our support out there for you. There's not a lot else we can do. I know the circumstances. You've explained them to me, but at least you can know that here in this community at GT Champions, we got your back, son. And hope all goes well for you. Let me know when you're ready to come back and you want to do some broadcasting. Doors always open for you, man. All right, so Hovercraft in third, and Burning Man's up into fourth now. After, whoa, careful. Wait a minute, he was in fifth for a while. Who was it that? Oh, Total Wolf is all the way back into seventh. Wow, that's right. I think he had that penalty, or he went off the track or something. Rusty Maggot's not far. Look, he can see. Look at that. That's fifth, fourth, third, and second that he can see. And up and around the corner, a long ways away, is this guy, our current race leader. Kaizen is destroying this track. Look at that. Like, there's nobody there. So it'll be interesting to see how he holds this all together. Monkey Man running in P2, representing the BF RWB blast all, folks. BFER guys. Burning Man from Sin City Racing up there, and Truth and Hub has moved up to fourth. He's gotten around Hovercraft, so these guys are on the same team. Sector 7 now sits in fourth and fifth and sixth. There's Rusty Maggots. These guys scored huge points in the last round as a team. They have a gigantic amount of drivers up here competing in the top. So, you know, reading the tea leaves, or I don't know, what would I read in racing? I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I want to say read the tea leaves, but there's got to be some like car thing that we can use to I don't know. Anyway, Truth up into third now in the podium places. He places Burning Man, who's got a penalty. Burning Man, half-second penalty. That is going to allow Hovercraft to come squeezing on through. I wonder if we're going to get anybody else. Here comes Rusty Maggots. He's going to tap those brakes. Rusty Maggots is going to go flying on past. So that's going to put P3, P4, and Burning Man is going to slot back into P5. So look at that, folks. The S7R guys into third and fourth now. Oh, Monkey Man with a penalty. I told you, folks, this track was going to eat people up. It was going to be... Yep, he's saying, go ahead, Truth. It's all for you to take. And Truth moves up into P2. Yep, Monkey Man knows he got the penalty. He knows that Truth had to run. Why fight it? So Truth up into second place. Monkey Man, half-second penalty. That Rusty Maggots is close enough to steal that last podium place away from him. Oh, I want to tell you guys so bad what tires Kaizen's on, but I'm not going to. All right, so Monkey Man about to tap those brakes in a few seconds, and we're gonna see Rusty probably get around him. So he's gonna tap those brakes for about half a second right now on brakes, and then off, and we're gonna see Rusty just go flying on by. And I don't think we're gonna get anybody else getting around him. Nope, we will not. So Monkey Man falls 2 spots in the last lap, or last lap's worth of distance, I should say. And look at that. It's a 2-3 for Sector 7, P2 and P3. Kaizen nearly 7 seconds up the road from the rest of these guys. I'm looking to see if anybody's going to make... these cameras aren't very smooth, are they? I hate the way it jerks around like that. All right, so let's see. Let's run down the order real quick, see how everyone's doing. So Kaizen... all the way down at the other end of the S's now into Sector 2 he goes. Truth is, if you look at the lap times, Kaizen is running 126s every single lap. Truth, 125s and 126s. Okay, so that should tell you what tires Kaizen is on. Right? They are P1 and P2 are running the same lap times, yet could they be on different tires? You don't know. Look at that. There's a bunch of 126s. 127s, 128s, 126s, 126s, 127s. These guys are all running these 126s and 127s. So what I will tell you is that there is still a soft runner in the top 10, even though they're all showing the same lap times. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Well, yeah, Kaizen is having quite the drive. Now, can he keep these tires together for the next, 20 minutes? Can anybody before the pit window, right? So we'll see how the rest of these drivers do. Everyone coming through the S's now. Monkey Man is back in 4th, and there is Burning Man back into 5th again. And Hovercraft and Total Wolf falling back. Hovercraft's front left tire is essentially gone. He has overdriven that car, and now he is going to suffer for it, and he will lose more spaces accordingly. That front left tire is solid red. He's got nothing left in it, and yep, that's just how that's going to be. Does anybody else have real tire problems right now? I'm just going to quickly run down through these. Oh yes, Flash, his front left tire is completely gone as well. Oops. And everyone else seems to be doing okay with their tires. So, anywho, maketh it what you will, folks. So Kaizen this is his car track, baby. I don't know how, but he knows this track. He is hitting everything so well. I mean, he hasn't done anything out of a 126 in the last 8 laps. He has got this thing pinned down and knows exactly how to make this car do what it needs to do on this track. Truth has been doing mostly 126s, and a few 125s thrown in for good measure. So he definitely has pace. He hasn't closed up the gap to Kaizen, but sitting in P2 is a great place to be. Rusty Maggots has made his way up into 3rd now. He's doing just fine, and Monkey Man is in 4th. So they're still all pretty close together. And then you have the big pack. There's Burning Man and Hovercraft, Total Wolf, Tech, Mad Hatter. There's Flash. They're all right there. And then you got LJ kind of on his own right now, just kind of getting things done. Same with these two, HPR and Black Friday. These two have been following each other around since like since that incident with Black Friday in the final corner across the start finish line. And he's been following HPR around the track for the better part of the day. And Buck Wild has just left Sector 1. So I'm sure, as far as we've gotten along, that he may get lapped by the time the stint is over. We'll see how it goes. All right. Let's see. It'll be very interesting to see how what everybody thinks when these guys go into the pits. Everyone will know what everybody's tires are for the second stint. All of you will. If you're paying attention to the scoring pylon, you'll understand when all these drivers go in what tires they're on. That will be the dead giveaway. Every driver is going to be, if they're paying attention, are going to be watching that and looking for that. They're going to be looking for that. All right, let's see. Rusty Maggots still hanging out in the podium places. You know, Nuke, if you're watching, man, I don't know who does your liveries for him, but I was looking at this one up close. I don't know. We're not going to get very good lighting on it, but it's got like this. That is just such a cool looking. Where's the next light? There it is. I just love it. It looks so good. I like all the lines. This one I like. This one has been. This is basically the same design as the Mustang one was last week. I like it. So the top four separated by 9.8 seconds from first to fourth. And then not far behind there is Burning Man. Now, Burning Man, his front left tire, she gone. And it's going to make it really hard getting through some of these fast corners like that one and keeping things together. But definitely making the car work for him. Total Wolf was in 7th at one point, up into 6th, so that's good. Now look at this little juicy battle happening right here between 7 and 8. That is S7's Hovercraft and BVL's Tech Racing. Tech Racing's looking inside. Is he going to do it? A little late, and he goes a little later to try to get the spot. And the crossover is not going to work. And look at that. Tech Racing moves up into 7th. And now Hovercraft has got Mr. Mad Hatter from BVL. So now he's in a BVL sandwich. Is he going to go for it? He's in the slip. Yeah, he's looking for it. No, he's going to hold off this time around. What does it say? Sponsored by who? Something on the hood. Sponsored by something accounting. Yeah, an accounting company is sponsoring their car. Some Australian accounting company. That's cool. All right, let's see. Truth, how you doing? Truth sitting in second. He's gained about a second on Kaizen. So now Truth is getting a little bit closer. Kaizen's front left tire is solid red. It is done for. And now he just has to figure out how to make everything work. The Truth, his tires aren't far from falling off either. The good part about this track is you can still drive this car with that tire that way, but we're going to see this race come back to a lot of folks who have been doing really good at their tire conservation. So look at that. Let's go on board with Truth. Truth can see, if we look out the window, he can see going up under the bridge. There's Kaizen headed up under the bridge. It's now 4.5 seconds. So Truth is making some huge gains on the leader. So we'll see how this plays out as they get closer. Rusty Maggots is following along, just sitting back about 1.5 seconds from Truth. And there's Monkey Man. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. later and just see Burning Man still sitting in 5th. Total Wolf still has this Tech Racing guy on top of him. Oh, we got some action happening here in turn 1. Hovercraft is still in the middle of these two guys, and not anymore. He's fallen back. Flash has actually gotten around him now. So something happened to Hovercraft. He lost a couple of spots there in the last sector. I wonder what happened to him. I don't see any damage. His left front tire's gone, like a good portion of the folks on track are. But now we're going to see the people that were saving tire are going to start getting their lap times significantly different from those that are not saving their tires. This should be interesting. All right. Oh, that's a lot of comments. Ando's a talkative one. Actually, I want to take a look at when we get a little closer to the pit window. In about, actually, it's about 5 minutes to the pit window. I'll bring up everything because we'll see some people diving into the pits, and I'll bring it all up so everybody can see everything. So don't you worry, I'll bring it up. Kaizen. It's 45 minutes. When the pit window opens, folks, I will actually, no, I'm going to do it now, actually. So let's do this. So there's Kaizen. Yes, folks, he's running on the medium tire. In fact, the top 8 on the podium right now are all on the medium tire. So Kaizen running the medium tire. That thing is shot. He's looking over about a little over a quarter tank of fuel. Truth is a little bit more fuel, and his tires still look a lot better. Look at that. He's already pulled 2.5, almost 3 seconds off of Kaizen in the last several laps. So he's doing really good. Rusty Maggots, not far behind, doing great. Monkey Man has saved a crap ton of fuel. He is going to pass all of these guys in the pits. I don't care how far ahead. They're 8 seconds. He's going to be well past them or right with all of them when the time comes. So Burning Man, he is dead front left tire. His fuel situation is about the same as everybody else. But look at this. Tech Racing also almost double the fuel load left on his car. He's a little further back, but he's going to climb a few good spots coming up here. Total Wolf's been saving a little bit of fuel too. You can see him on the medium tire. Flash right behind him. Flash was your only soft runner in the field, so he is now up in P8. So Flash, whose front left tire has been gone for a while, he was the soft runner tire. So he went from 15th to 10th in the first stint. So he will be the only one on the medium tire in the second half of the race. There is Hovercraft. He is up into P9. He's got a decent amount of fuel left. So a lot of these guys in the back have a little bit more fuel. Here comes a little battle. And Mad Hatter loses a spot to LJ. So LJ, he's trying to get work done. Mad Hatter in P11 still has tires left to spare. HPR has plenty of tires to spare and fuel. So you're going to see a lot of these guys that have the extra fuel going to take those medium tires a lot further into the race. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these play out in the next 2.5 minutes when the pit window opens. And Buck Wild almost gone on the medium tire. He is all of the way around the course, a full minute back from the rest of the pack. He still has a 30-second gap, so he'll probably be able to keep that together and not get lapped. So anyway, there you go, folks. That is where everybody's at. So now you know. And everybody should just be freaking out that Kaizen is all the way up, who started in 7th and is lost a lot of time now. He's only 2.6 seconds from Rusty, who's gotten around Truth. Truth's front left tire is gone. Rusty has made his way around and up into P2. Okay, I need a drink. Hold on. Wow. Okay, so things changed when we were going and looking around, but look at that. There's Rusty. That's what his view is. That is the race leader. And he's like, hey, I see you. And he's gaining time because Kaizan's front left tire has been gone for a while. And Rusty still has about 5 to 10% of his left. Truth's gone also. And Truth has gone back there quite a ways. So 2.3 seconds to Kaizan. And these guys are going to want to take, if Kaizan hasn't even lasted 50 minutes yet on these, he's going to need to run that medium tire for a while. So we thought, well, man, Kaizan's really just killing these guys. Well, that whole tire conservation thing has worked brilliantly for the Sector 7 guys. They have it figured out, especially Rusty, that he still has so much tire left compared to the cars around him that he's making this work to his advantage. Monkey Man and Rusty have about the same tire wear on their cars. Monkey Man, significant fuel advantage. Significant. Nearly double what these guys in front of him have. Well, not nearly double, I should say. Kaizan is just under a quarter of a tank. Rusty and Truth are right at it. And Monkey Man is at, 3/8 of a tank. So he's got about an eighth of a tank. I don't know how many liters that is, but it's enough. It's enough. All right, we're gonna keep an eye here. I'll come check on this in a minute. I want to get back here. Here is Tech Racing and Burning Man. Burning Man's behind Tech Racing by a bit. I think Burning Man has dropped a spot. His tires are done, and Tech Racing has as much, if not more, fuel than Monkey Man. So, this should be very interesting to see how this all plays out. All right. Well, the pits are open, everybody. So the drivers can go in. It's been open actually for about 45 seconds. These drivers can go in and they can do whatever they want to do. We'll see. The medium tire drivers are probably going to stay out. Let's see. Flash. I think Flash has his fuel light on. He's probably going to pit after the next lap and get onto those medium tires. But he's climbed up to 8th, which is amazing. Hovercraft dropped to 9th. LJ, he's in 10th. And there is Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter's got a little bit more tire left to chase these guys down. Wow, this tire situation has really, really made a difference for these guys. All right, here we go. So Rusty Maggots, I'm going to go to the chase cam. Rusty Maggots is in the tow. He is gaining, and yep, Kaizan says, I know. Go ahead. And ladies and gentlemen, Rusty Maggots is your new race leader. How many have we had? How many changes have we had? It's been insane. But there we go. So Rusty Maggots, he's running on the same tire compound as Kaizan and closed up. They closed up a 5 or 6 second gap just by saving tires. And it's not going to be long before this man catches up. Now, Truth's tires may not be in as good a shape, but he's also closing up 2 seconds now to Kaizan. So Kaizan, for the first time since he's taken the lead, freaking forever ago, he falls back into the pack. He had almost a 7-second lead at one point during the race, but he overspent on his tires, and now he is going to lose a spot accordingly. But to the much to the chagrin of the rest of the drivers, they're probably thinking, "Oh crap, he wasn't on the soft tires. I really thought he was going to be on the soft tires." All right, so Rusty, look at you, buddy, leading the race into the pit window. So he gets it right there, right as the pit window opens. He gets the lead of the race. So now he gets to control when he's going to go in. He still has some white left on that front left tire. He still has some tire left on there, and And it's showing he's built a 7/10 gap over Kaizen already. And he's just got to hold it together. Ooh, Kaizen flirting with that grass edge, boy. Be careful. You don't want to ruin your race after getting this far. Look at this. Truth now under a second. There is his view, staring down the barrel of the S's, trying to get through here. This is such a tricky corner right here. Getting it right. You want to be able to roll out, but not too far, or you're going to pull a penalty. So he is looking at P2 right there. So Truth sitting in the podium places. Monkey Man is that guy right back there. Yep, Truth is definitely revving the engine out a little bit further in the car. I think he wants to get a little closer to Kaizen, who has been led most of this race. He wants to get up there with him so he can have a little bit more opportunities, more strategic ability in facing him. Let's see, Rusty Maggots, all these guys. The fuel difference, people, between Monkey Man and the rest of these guys, and he's only 4 seconds off the lead. They're gonna, when they pit out, Monkey Man is going to have the lead of their race, and he still has plenty of medium tire left. He still has a good 3 to 5% of that tire left. So, yeah, he is definitely making things good. Did he pit? Yes, flash pits off the soft tire. And he's filling all of the way up. I guess he feels like, let's just have all the gas. Maybe if I take all the gas, none of the other drivers will be able to have any. He's going to fill that whole thing up. I don't think he needed the whole thing. Oh, no, he did. He was running out of fuel. That's right. So Flash, one of the Pro-Am drivers, will come out. He will be on the medium tire once he gets out of the pits. And he will be the only one on it for the entirety of the rest of the race. Entirety of the rest of the race? For the remainder of the race. That's what I meant to say. All right, so Rusty Maggots. Gotta be excited. The S7R guys have got two drivers on the podium. That's good, awesome stuff. Did I tell you guys that the BMW Cup, well, it's the manufacturer cup, but we've just been giving it the name of whatever the car is. We did the Porsche Cup a couple times. We did the BMW Cup last round. We're going to do something a little different. Information will be coming out hopefully in the next week or two. I have some testing that's going to be happening this weekend and on Monday. But the next manufacturer cup will be coming probably in February. And it's going to be a little different. Qualifying is going to work a little differently. It's not going to be based on your fast lap time. It's going to be done. Potentially, I will do like a full qualifier thing one weekend, and then we'll do the race the following weekend. So the race would be every other weekend, and we would do the qualifier or something. Still fleshing all that out. But everyone, I'll leak it because I can. It would be Group 2 car, and it's only going to be a one make through the entire series. It would be the new Audi. So if you like Group 2 race cars and you like DTM cars, then this Audi is going to be a lot of fun for you. And it's still going to be the 1 hour races with picking your tires and whatnot. It'll be on all new tracks that are all different. Oh, I thought something happened to Monkey Man. I was freaking out a little bit. And in goes Rusty. So Rusty, Rusty and Truth in off the medium tires at just before the oh, that looks a lot different under the lights, doesn't it? All right, so they're taking it to the streets. The undercut is for real. Kaizen is going to stay out as he should, since he did not make those medium tires last an hour. He's going to have to drive around on those silly things for a minute. So Monkey Man still has some tires left, so he can go out. But with the S7 guys pitting early, they're going to have that undercut over Monkey Man, where they're going to get those soft tires out for a few laps. I don't know how many laps it's going to be, but they're going to get a few laps there and get the undercut done. Hopefully, they're trying to come back at this fuel situation that Monkey Man has, because it's insane. So we'll have to see just what the team captains are doing, how they're helping their guys out, see if they can figure out what's going on. But there is Monkey Man Macho running in P2. All right, Tech Racing up into third. He's still on worn-out mediums, plenty of fuel. He's going to make a pretty sizable jump as well. Burning Man, almost out of fuel. He'll probably be pitting, probably right now, actually. Is he going to pit right now? Nope, he's going to go one more. He's going to go one more. Let's see, is anybody else pitting? There, nope. I thought Toto Wolff was going in, but I was like, he's going a little too fast for that. P6 is staying out. P7 is staying out. Mad Hatter is staying out. HPR is staying out. And here comes Black Friday. He'll stay out. And Buck Wild is a ways back from going anywhere. He is ahead of the Rusty and Truth, but that's because all these last three guys have all pit. I mean, who's getting blue flagged? Is Truth really getting blue flagged from the leader? Wait. Okay, I gotta find him on the track. Where is he? Okay, he's just coming out of the S's. That is who is that from behind him? I want to say it's Toto Wolff. Is that who's back there? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, that's not rightly fair to give him a blue flag. I mean, they're a completely different pit stop. So anyway, let's see. Where is Kaizen? Kaizen's coming to the final corner now. Is he going to pit? Yep, he is definitely heading into the pits. This is one of those things. This is one of those pit stops that's really hard to get done and not get a penalty going in. So Monkey Man's going to come out and get the lead of... Why is there a yellow flag? Whoa, who was that? Who was that? Oh, that's Buck Wild. Buck Wild had an issue. Okay. All right, so Monkey Man back to the lead of the race. He's finally worn out that front left tire, guys. It's finally turned solid red. Kaizen in the pits. There he is in that beautiful blue. Burning Man from Sin City Racing into the pits. Unfortunately, the bright lights to help us see better are making the liveries not look so grand, but it is what it is. All right, so 12 seconds from the leader is Tech Racing. I don't think he's going to get 12 seconds worth. Well, actually, I don't know. He's doing pretty good. This is the part of the race where I just completely lose out on everything that's going on, and I just don't know what's happening anymore because everybody's on their different strategies and trying to keep track of it all. Oh, look at that. Toto Wolff sitting in third. I mean, none of this really counts until everybody does their pit stops, which takes almost a full minute to get done. I should think it's longer than that. I think it's almost a minute and a half to get a pit stop done. So Hovercraft is not pit. Let's see, who's the last one to pit? They're still in there. Buck Wilds hasn't pit yet. So the Rusty Maggots is the first one out. He's out on the soft tire now, and Truth is not far behind him. So Rusty and Truth back out on the soft tires. Presumably, we're going to see them grab the lead of this race. That all depends on what happens with Monkey Man, though, and how much longer he stays out on those medium tires. We've got about 17 minutes of, not 17, we've got 7 minutes of pit window left to work with. And as hopefully these drivers have all figured out their, how long it takes to do the fuel stop and tire change and get in and out of the pits in time. Tech Racing is sitting in second. Who is all this behind him? That's lap traffic. Wait a minute. Who is that in front of him? I'm not going to see it that way, Chris. Who is that? Well, let's see. He's on lap 44. I think that is Rusty, who's on lap 43. Yeah. So that's just Rusty in front of him. That's all it was. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it's like it's almost a full, it's almost 2 laps, or almost a full lap driving to get your pit work done. That's a lot. That's a minute and a half. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys all come out. Now, here's the interesting thing, and this is what I'm trying to figure out. So Tech Racing is currently a lap ahead of these guys that he's chasing. They're on the soft tires. They've passed him, right? How much longer does he stay on these medium tires to go? Well, if he can keep pace, he has done like, let me go back and forth. There we go. He's done, his lap times on the mediums right now were 2 or 3 seconds slower than the guys in front of him were doing on the medium tires. But they've been on the soft tires for a bit, a couple of laps now. I don't know how those soft tires are going to last afterwards. So very interesting to see how this is going to go. Monkey Man stays out. He's going to go another one. He's going to go another one. He's got 4 minutes and 50 seconds to get in and out of the pit. So he better do something about that pretty darn quick. PDQ, as they say. Tech Racing's got to do it too. So does LJ. Toto Wolff. Whoop. Nope. Toto Wolff decides to go in now, which is going to be good. He was behind Hovercraft by about a second, or ahead of him, and now he's going to get that soft tire out there warmed up and get a good lap or two better. He's got 12 liters of fuel. HPR came in with 17. Well, actually, he was closer to 12. All right, so now we're going to see everybody. Everybody is moving into the pit boxes. Who's the next person that could go into the pits? Right there, Monkey Man. He's got to go now. I don't think he can wait a little. I don't think he can wait any longer. And he's going to have soft tires forever. Oh, this is going to be really, really good for him. He's not going to need as much fuel. He's been doing 126s and 127s the last, I don't know how many laps. So, yeah. He is sitting pretty. We should see him enter the pits now. Tech Racing, who's just coming down the back stretch, he's going to be entering the pits. LJ, who is not far away, he'll be going in as well, too. So we should see these top 6 all into the pits. Toto Wolff is in the pits now in his car. HPR is in. Monkey Man should be going in. Monkey Man didn't pit. He's gonna brave it. He's gonna do it one more time. Tech Racing says, screw that. I ain't gonna risk it. And he's gonna go hit his pit box for BVL. And he is going to go up in the air, get some new tires, and that fuel is gonna trickle into the tank. Look at that. LJ shows up with 0% fuel. He used it all. So Tech Racing, 25% fuel that he has in the car. He is gonna pass a whole mess of these guys. Look at all that fuel that none of these guys came in with. So it's going to work out for him. Let's see. Hovercraft is in. He's already getting his tire. He's going to be on the soft tire. LJ, all these drivers will end up on the soft tire. There is Mad Hatter, Tech Racing, and Black Friday. So they're all in, getting the work done. Rusty Maggots is coming down the back stretch now. He was leading the race. Presumably, he will still be leading the race. Monkey Man is just ahead of him on track. He's on lap 47, but Rusty is on lap 46. So very interested to see how this goes. Monkey Man has to go in now. There he goes. He's trying to keep it in the, yeah, don't cross that line. You will hate that. All right, let's just see. Look how much, let's see what percentage of fuel he has. 14%. And he does not have to put nearly the same amount of fuel into the car. So Rusty Maggots now and his teammate Truth are going to come through the S7R guys as wait, the Tech Racing got out in front of him. He did it. He made it work. Tech Racing's going to come out ahead of the S7R guys into presumably what will be P1 when Monkey Man comes out, depending on what Monkey Man gets done in his pit box. But Tech Racing has jumped both S7R guys and a bunch of others and has got himself up into the podium places with a way fresher set, a brand spanking new set of soft tires on lap 47. And Rusty and Truth have I think this is lap 3 or 4 that they've been on these soft tires. Where's Monkey Man? He's still in his pit box. He's still getting fuel. He's at 60%. Tech Racing is flying down. Oh, man, Monkey Man's going to come out way ahead of these guys. Monkey Man's already done fueling. He's leaving his pit box now. Monkey Man is showing why Monkey Man is leading the championship. Coming up the hill under the Fox Bridge now to complete lap 47 are going to be positions 2, 3, and 4. And wow, Monkey Man is well ahead of him. He's already up the hill and in the S's. Tech is just getting through turn 1 right now. So the battle for P2, 3, and 4 is right here. 2, 3, and 4. And I don't know what we're going to see with these guys, but Tech has made it work. And he saved way more tire and fuel than these other guys. So I'm very interested to see just how these guys make it work. Ooh, things have changed. Things have changed. Now, clearly, the S7R guys are going to score mad points for their team, finishing up this high in the series. So it's just solidifying their team championship even more. Okay, where's Monkey Man? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And he has a lap fresher tires than Tech Racing does, and several laps over the P3 and 4. I don't see Monkey Man having a problem taking this race all the way home. I even told him earlier today, I was like, hey man, this time you got to come to one of my interviews after, because he races and it's like 2 in the morning wherever he is. Let's see, what time is it right now out there in oh yeah, the pit windows are closed. I almost forgot to close that. Glad I did that. It is 1:15 in the morning right now for these guys. For him, this race is gonna be over like 2 in the morning. And I was like, then get on your phone and go out to your truck or your parking lot or whatever and call me. Get in here. All right, half-second penalty gained for Monkey Man. Not something he's going to want. Tech Racing in P2. Now you're going to see all the real fast lap times. You guys thought 124s were fast. You're going to see a couple of these guys. I think we're going to see a 123 somewhere in here. These guys are so fast. Man, I remember I used to be able to keep up with Truth and race with him, and now, like, these guys are miles ahead of me in pace. That's what you get for never racing anymore and just sitting in the broadcast booth. Boo. I am looking at next Saturday doing the Daytona 500 on iRacing, so it's like a 4-hour-long race. I am super excited to do it, but I'm just not sure if my back is going to handle it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Kaizen, who led most of the first stint, now sits 15 seconds from the leader in 5th place. So while everything was looking great, he's got a lot to do to make up for it. Let's see, what's Monkey Man's? His last lap was a 127 on the soft tire. I think he's trying to take it easy on the tires. He's got 7 seconds he can give up. Tech Racing 124 the last 2 laps. Rusty Maggots 124s, 125s, 124, 125. Truth holding the fastest lap of the race so far. Presumably a provisional pole for all drivers across all divisions. Considering that these are the fastest guys that there are that we have. We do have some pro drivers that are racing down in Lobby 4, so don't think that just because he ran a 124.4 here that there's not somebody that's a pro running that time down in lobby 4 because they missed the race and they got to start back in the lower point lobbies and work their way back up to the big show. Kaizen 6 seconds away from the 4th place driver. So yes, he's quite a ways back. We'll see what he could do. Where's Monkey Man? Let's go on board with Monkey Man for a lap here. Let's see how he does here. He's got to try to get his fast lap time in. Ooh. Oh, you see how he's shifting that thing? He's shifting it short. He's trying to get all the fuel to do what it's supposed to do. And that's a lap with the class champion for the pros and all-around points champion for the series. Tech Racing still keeping those guys behind him, and they have definitely used a lot more tire than he has because they pit so much sooner. So this will be very interesting to see how this shakes out up here at the front. It's Tech's position to lose. If S7 wants a double podium, they're both going to have to get themselves around this guy, and I think they're going to have to do a little bit more. Burning Man sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:24.3. Almost a full tenth, just over a full tenth faster than Tech Racing ran. Truth ran a 1:24.4, so a tenth faster than Truth ran. So Burning Man, where are you? Let's go find Burning Man. There he is. Burning Man set a blistering lap right there. See, this is the fun part about this series. It's so different. There's so many things these drivers have to think about. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. But these drivers not only have to make their fuel last, make their tires last, but they also have to pick the optimal time to run their fastest lap that they can do. And they probably got to spend a couple of laps doing it. So they always need to make sure when you get on those soft tires, get a couple extra laps of fuel in there that you think you're going to need to really go balls out for a lap or two and try to get those fast lap times in so that you can guarantee your spot in the top lobby. And Burning Man's done just that so far. That's pretty freaking fast lap, dude. All right, let's run down the order. Monkey Man Macho sits in for 7.8 seconds up the road from this man, who is just trying not to lose position. Tech Racing, Rusty Maggots is right behind him. Presumably, we'll be able to pull right up to him if he can get a good run out of the corner. In fact, I want to watch this here because, yeah, look at that. He just closes up on him right there. Is he going to be able to... Yes, he's gaining on him. Rusty Maggots, he is going to be able to make a move here and take that spot. Look at that. He just goes right on by, and his teammate... Whoa! I think Tech thought he was clear. He wouldn't have tried to turn him. That is just not how that guy is going to be. I think he thought he was clear. Dudes, that was close. That was really close. So Rusty back up into P2. Now, presumably, Tech just needs to stick around these guys because their tires are going to fall off much sooner than his are. And towards the end of the race, he should be able to have an advantage. but Rusty moves up into P2. Car number 7. Lucky 7 is running in second place. Tech Racing in third. Truth in fourth. Kaizan in fifth. 5 seconds, almost 6 seconds back from those guys battling up ahead of him. S7's Hovercraft sits in P6. So 3 drivers in the top 6 in the top lobby. That's fantastic points for Sector 7. LRC's Kaizan and HPR are both in the top 7. So there's HPR there in P7. So that's going to be good points for their team as well. Total Wolf from Hypre sitting in 8th. I believe Kawazuri is starting in lobby 2. Also the Hypre driver. Burning Man's SCR, Sin City Racing, sitting in P9 with Mad Hatter from BVL not too far away. BVL has a few cars sitting in this lobby too, so they got some good points to be able to earn. This whole team championship adds a whole nother level of my brain has to calculate, and I kind of love it. LJ from MSR sits in 11th. Black Friday with TTV sits in 12th. Flash from BBL in 13th. And Buck Wild is in 14th. 1 lap down from these guys. So he has been lapped by all of the drivers now. But that's okay. Buck said to me, he's like, I can't believe I made it into this lobby. I'm just going to try to stay out of everybody's way and finish the race. That's the goal. That's the RWB way. Always finish the race. Never quit, never surrender. So, all right. So Monkey Man's still 7 seconds up the road. But this whole little business here is looking pretty good. I'm going to go. Oh, Tech. No. Look at that. The S7R guys in P2 and P3. Tech has a 1 second penalty. Something happened to Tech big time. I think he must have gone off the track. But that's okay, Tech. Hang in there, buddy. These guys in front of you have nearly worn out their tires already. And yours look just fine. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. Kaizan, though, he's on the hunt. He wants your spot. But your tires look way better than his do, so just drive your race, bud. Drive your race. You've done it so far. You've gone from 15th position to 4th in the second stint. So you're doing it right, buddy. You're doing it right. Let's see. Anybody else close together? Just running down the order here. Oh, there's a little something. There's a little something. Burning Man, who no longer has the fast lap. Hovercraft has it, a 124.2. I was really hoping to see somebody hit the 123s in this lobby. Might be hard to do. I say it's hard to do. Like, oh, I could do it. No, I meant like with their tires and fuel situation. Like, I don't know what these guys have to deal with and where their traction levels are. I'm sure they could all do it if if they had a quarter tank of fuel and fresh soft tires, but I don't know if they can get it with the fuel loads that they have in the cars now. Look at that. Mad Hatter now is sitting in 10th, and he sees P8 right there in front of him. So he's got some moves. He can make some stuff happen here. He's in the slipstream, little slipstream train with him and Burning Man. He can get up there and just push Burning Man. Maybe they can catch up to him. Oh, I think pushing is not on the agenda. Mad Hatter says, no, I'm going to go this way. No, Burning Man says, I'm going to make you go the long way around. I'm going to leave you some room, but I'm going to make you go the long way around. Woo, doggy, that is some tight racing, folks. And Mad Hatter moves up to 9th. That was some good racing right there. A little bit of touching here and there is not a bad thing like that. They were very respectful to each other and made it work. They each left space as much as they could anyway, and is where they were. But look at that. Mad Hatter moves up into 9th. Nice job. So is that how many? That's 2, Yeah, there's 2 drivers in the top 10 for BBL. Monkey Man's still looking okay. 8 seconds up the road. Rusty Maggots dragging his teammate along. These guys have already used up. Rusty's used up about 70% of his tires, his front tire. Truth has used like 80-something% of it. He's used a lot more of it. Kaizen is about the same boat as Truth is. Hovercraft, who's currently running the fastest lap time on the track, is about 55-60% worn on that front tire. But Tech is only at like Tech's gonna go in and get something fixed. Oh, his race is over. Ah, poor guy. He has damage on the front 2 wheels and the bumper, so he's got to get it fixed and back out. That's going to cost him a bunch of spots. Where is he going to come out? Okay, so LJ's going to get around him, I bet. It's going to be close. Yep, LJ's going around. There's pit exits. Yep. And Black Friday. I don't think Black Friday's going to get past him. Tech Racing. Oh, maybe. Yep, and there comes Tech right out of the pits now. So, man, that sucks. I don't know what happened. I didn't see him hit anything, but maybe he had a miscalculation somewhere, but he had to go in and fix it. But, like we say, never give up, never surrender. He still has way better tires. About the same as Black Friday, actually. So these 2, we should see some fun battles. Buck Wild into the pits. Oh, he had damage. Yes, he did. So he's going to fix that. All right, Monkey Man. You still got 7.8 seconds lead. You're doing fine. Rusty. Look at his tires. Oh, my goodness. Monkey Man's tires. Remember, he pit like way after these guys. He's gotten to about 25% usage on his. Rusty Maggot's about 75 to 80%. And the Truth is like 95%. I think Truth, following in that dirty air of his teammate, is just taking all that downforce off the front of his car and really causing him some slidey times. So I think Kaizen's not in much better spot. He's 7 seconds back. I thought for sure that we were going to see Tech catch those guys. Tech is how far from the leader? Oh, yeah, that's not happening. Oh, man, I'm gutted for him. Gutted. You hear me? Gutted. Burning Man making a move. Who's that? I thought Burning Man was going for it. All right, Burning Man. On the heels of Toto Wolff, Mad Hatter's already gotten past him. Burning Man, what's he going to do? He's got to go for it. Toto Wolff going to go defense? Nope. And it looks like we might see... Sorry about the camera work. And Burning Man moves up into 8th. Toto drops back into 9th. Oy. But look at that. Mad Hatter moves up into 7th. That was a weird camera change. Thanks there, game. And Burning Man in 8th. Mad Hatter right in front of him. Oh, that was close. Did you see? I'm going to mark that. I want to go back and watch that. I want to go watch that from Toto Wolff's view. Let's go back here from in-car camera. Let's watch this going into turn 1. This had to be a butt pucker moment. Let's watch this. Little bit of grass in the way. Okay, not a big deal. Ooh, that was a weird wiggle. And then right up to the bumper. Right up to the bumper. Holy cow, that was crazy. That was insane. That would have been scary. That was some really good driving by Toto Wolff to avoid hitting Burning Man there. Whew. That was crazy. Where is Monkey Man? Is he crossing the finish line? No, he's way up the hill. Rusty and DeTruth heading up the hill now. There is Kaizan in turn 1. And then you've got this group, Hovercraft, HPR. That is lap traffic. I think that is, yep, that is a blue flag for Buck Wild right there. Woo. Buck Wild's trying to keep that car under control. And here comes HPR. He's kind of all by himself on the track somewhat. I mean, he's got some stuff up in front of him, but that's lap traffic. Then here comes down the S's is Mad Hatter sitting in 7th. But look at this. This little shindig here. There is Toto, Burning Man, and LJ all together, all having a good time. We're going to keep an eye on this one here. It looks like Toto Wolff says, you go ahead. And it doesn't look like it's going to work out for Toto Wolff, and he's going to lose 2 spots in the double right-hander. So Burning Man moves up into 8th, LJ moves up into 9th, and Toto Wolff drops back to 10th. Interesting exchange. I'm glad we caught that one. How's everyone's fuel doing? Well, everyone's going to have the fuel. Everyone got enough fuel for the race, I'm sure. We still have 30 minutes left in the race. Most everybody has got, let me just quickly run through. Most everybody's got a half a tank of fuel or just barely under. So looks like everybody's doing okay. But one more tribute to the Urban Pirate tribute car. Of course, I picked the one time they're not under the lights. We're there with you, Andy. We're there with you, brother. It's a beautiful livery. I like the lines on it and stuff. That is lap traffic in front of him. And is that Mad Hatter? No, it's Flash. Remember Flash? Remember Flash? He was going to be fighting for P3. And then something happened and he had to pit. Ugh, it sucks. But Monkey Man sits in first. Rusty Maggots, he's gained 3 seconds over his teammate, whose front left tire, Shigaon. Kaizan's front left tire, Higaon too. So is Hovercraft's. But HPR is not. And HPR is not that far away. HPR is definitely going to be able to utilize those tires and probably gain a couple of spots. I'll be interested to see just how much time he gains there. Now, where's this battle? I want to go back to this one. LJ and Burning Man. Toto Wolff. Where's Toto Wolff? Oh, something must have happened. He is way back there. He's about getting eaten up by Black Friday. This is a battle for 10th position right here. Black Friday looking for a top 10 spot right here. He can see 9th and 8th when he gets through some of these corners. Like that, he just caught a glimpse of 9th place. That's LJ. And then 8th place in front of that. So Black Friday does have his carrot on a stick very clearly out there for him. So that should give him some confidence in trying to make a run for it. But he's got to get those tires to last. Yeah, we still have 27 minutes left of racing. Oh my gosh, that's close. 27 more minutes of racing for these guys to do. You're right, Andy. Monkey Man can do pretty much control the pace of the race. He doesn't have to worry about those guys from S7R unless he does something dumb and makes a mistake. Ooh, wow. Did we just see that really happen? I think Total Wolf kind of got the he got the bad end of the stick on that one. Let's just see here. Coming up the hill, I think Black Friday was a little bit late on the brakes, or not enough on the brakes, and he sent Toto around. I am sure that we're gonna have to look at that one. I am sure that one will be brought to our attention later on in the race. Black Friday moves up into 10th. Not far behind him is Tech Racing, who is trying to claw back to a top 10 finish after dealing with that damage and he had to pit for. He was having such a great race, you guys. Like, I couldn't believe the amount of gains he had starting from last, and he was battling for podiums. Like, and then it just hurts. It hurts my heart. All right. Quick check up front. 8.7 seconds. That's lap traffic, those yellow headlights. Monkey Man's got nothing to do but just complete the race. He did what he was supposed to do in the first stint, make his tires and fuel last where it needed to go, and he made it work. And then Rusty Maggots has done a fantastic job. His front left tire is done. Truth's front left tire is done. Kaizan's front left tire is done. And there's nobody back there for 15 seconds. Oh, no, look at that. Hovercraft's left front is done. So HPR, who is 4 seconds from Hovercraft, is going to catch him. I'm looking at the times. 126s the last few laps for Hovercraft. HPR has been running 126s, 127s, but he's running them consistently. I'm sure Hovercraft's tires are going to give up on him even more, and that pace will slow down. So we'll see. But Mad Hatter has a little something to say about this position 6 here, and he wants a piece of this. Appreciate all of you hanging out with us. Those of you who aren't chatting, you can subscribe, and then you can be part of the conversation there. And make sure to share this out on your socials so people can come find these races. I'm really excited. We had a goal by the end of this year to hit 800 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We hit 800 subscribers last week. We were so excited. You don't even know. I was sitting in a... where was I? I was sitting at a family dinner or something like that. I'm like, we did it. We did it. So it's awesome. So it's shared out. I think the last race, this lobby's last race, has almost 300 views of people watching that race. So, yeah, these guys here are putting on a pretty good show. Oh, this is the moment. This is the moment. HPR is going to lose out. Both of these guys running about the same tire wear. So we should see these two duking it out. But I think Hovercraft is in trouble. That's him right up there that we can see just crossing the start-finish line now, up ahead of these guys. I think he's going to be in trouble because he has he's got a blown front left tire. Not blown, but like it's done. And I think he may lose this spot as these guys come over the hill right behind him. Look at that. So there's a look from Mad Hatter's view. And he sees his prey, and he knows he still has tires left. He's running 125s the last, I don't know, lot of laps. Hovercrafts, 126s. So 3 seconds back in the next 3 laps, we should be able to see. If I had one of those cool little graphics that said how soon he would catch him, it'd be in 3 laps. There. I have to do it visually. You have to think about it in your head. All right, let's see. Let me just check up here. Things. All right, still. Oh, Okay, Monkey Man's gained even more time because he has good tires. Rusty still there. His teammate still there. So far, if these guys can keep it together, it's a double podium for the S7R team. I haven't gotten to talk to Truth on a podium interview in a bit. So, and I'm not sure Rusty has actually been able to appear in one or not. So we shall see. He's been on it. I think he's been on the podium. But I don't think I've had a chance to interview him yet. Kaizan sitting in fourth, just outside the podium places. Looks like he might be there for a bit. He's got a huge gap, 15 seconds back to P5. So he's got nothing to worry about from there unless he completely blows it over the next 20 minutes. But this guy has a lot to worry about. He's only got a 2-second gap to these two right there. Look at that. They're in the same camera angles now. And Mad Hatter and HPR are going to catch him. They still have good tires left. So into the double right-hander. It has a name that I don't know. And look at that right there behind him. Here they come. Yeah, this P5 is about to be spicy here in about another, another 2 laps? Wait, what's this? Birdie Man in 8th. 9th is right behind him. And 10th is right there too. So, and 11th. Okay, here we go. We got some more action happening back here. The mid-pack has come alive at the middle of or just towards the end of the race. The last 20 minutes to go. And we've got P8, 9, 10, 11 right now. Battling it out. 9, no. 10th, 11th. Just slamming doors trying to get this done. Tech Racing is just furious about his previous challenges in the race. And he's just like, screw this. I need to get up there. So that he's up into the top 10. He wanted to get something done here. There's no damage to Friday's car, although his front left wheel is just gone. Tech still has some tire left. LJ and Burning Man do not. I think Tech may be able to catch these guys. There he is coming up the S's right now behind them. Interesting. Okay, so we might see a very spicy battle here. I am so sorry, folks. All of a sudden, I just can't stop yawning. I don't want to do that on broadcast all day. Yeah, that's right, Drew. Absolutely. You can have all of the race you want, and it could be the last lap that you think to yourself, oh, maybe I can get an extra 10th out of this, and then you just screw the whole thing up. So Burning Man coming down. We're on lap 69. So we're going to have 69 laps completed as they cross the line here. And Burning Man, who's 11 seconds from P7, this battle for 8th is between 8, 9, 10th, and 11th. It's all still to be had. Let's check up here with Rusty. Now 11 seconds back. There is Truth, Kaizan. So I don't think much is going to change in the top 4. However, Mad Hatter has closed down this gap on Hovercraft. He's closed half the distance now. He's almost out of tire doing it, but if he can get there and have enough, then he's got a shot. And look, right there, there's HPR. So HPR and Mad Hatter both have an opportunity to try to catch Hovercraft for that 5th spot. Ooh, this is good stuff. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be real good. Okay, let me check back here with these guys. So Burning Man, LJ, both of them with tires gone. Burning Man's definitely, he's got 50% wear on his right front. I mean, he is really working that tire out too. LJ's got a little bit better right-hand side of the car, so he should be able to get a little closer on the left-handers. But since this is a clockwise track, there's really not a lot of high-speed left-handers to deal with, right? It could help him, you know, as he's going through the S's. Not this one, but this one. But there's just like, this is a good corner right here. This is a perfect example of where he'll have a little bit better grip and traction coming out of the corner. And he does. He shows it. He gains almost a 10th on him right there. So LJ looking for that 8th position. Now, if you're wondering, why are we racing this thing at nighttime? Well, because the colder the track, the longer the tires last. This track during the daytime, we just couldn't get with the tire wear where it's at. We couldn't get the tires to last. And putting them down at X1, the tires would just last forever, and there would be no conservation of any kind that would have to be done. So we decided, well, I say we, the race designers decided that, well, let's run the race at night where they can get tires that can last a little bit longer. And it just happens at night. I'm like, it's okay. And this has actually been pretty good. Thanks, Ando, for the tip on getting that that exposure up. That's made it definitely a little nicer for us here. All right, let's see. Let's check up here. Hovercraft. Oh, something's happened. Mad Hatter was catching, and now is 3.4 seconds back. So something happened with Mad Hatter, and HPR is like right on top of him now. So Mad Hatter, part of it is he lost 3 seconds, just about 2.5 seconds on his last lap. So he did something wrong, had a little excursion somewhere he didn't belong. HPR is much closer now to that 7th place. That's huge news for Hovercraft. That's going to make it a lot easier for him to hold on to that 5th place spot. He's only got to do it for 14 and a half more minutes. Kaizen, wait, who's that? Oh, that's lap traffic, I think. Because that is not Mad Hatter, I don't think. No, it's not. Okay. I think that's Tech Racing. Nope, it's Flash. That's who it is. Okay. But look at this. Toto Wolff and Black Friday. These guys are having a battle here. Let's keep an eye on this. This looks fun. Tech Racing in between Toto Wolff and Black Friday. None of these cars have any tires. So they are all on the same strategy. We're all driving with blown out left front tires, but they're still racing, so that's good stuff. Oh, I'm reading through the comments, and Mads, I see your comment about Buck being 2 minutes down is a testament to the league system. One of the testaments to the league system is why are there a bunch of pro drivers that aren't up there, that didn't run fast lap times? So we can look at it both directions, right? Like Buck did his job. His job is to try to win his race and to set the fastest lap that he's able to do, so that he can race in the lobby with other people that can set same fast lap times. But a whole bunch of the pro drivers, and Buck started like almost third from last, and there was plenty of pro drivers that weren't able to make this race. Had they made this race, he would not have been in this lobby. So that's the real reason. Well, there's a bunch of reasons, but the real reason that he's there is because some other drivers weren't. So, yeah, keeping that thought in mind. It's not about the the league thing, it's about, and the fast lap thing, it's that the drivers that did set fast laps that would have been in this lobby weren't making it this weekend, and some of the other ones didn't set, like Gurgle and a couple other guys that are pro drivers didn't get their fast lap time in the last race. So it is what it is. Everybody knew coming in exactly how this whole thing was going to go down and exactly what they had to do to compete in the series. So I get it. But it was all laid out. Everybody knew going in exactly what the rules were. So anywho, LJ is not far back from Burning Man, and they're both without tire. Burning Man up into 8th. LJ's got a little bit more tire, but I don't see him making much of a move there. But here, Black Friday, Tech, and Total Wolf still having a nice little skirmish. You know, Mads, the league is not broken, so I'm actually a little bit like, you know, chill out a little, bud. Right? People are racing, people are having a good time, and the fast lap system for setting our grids has been this way in every single season of World Cup. But what happened every single season is we'd get all the pro drivers like yourself or others that would come and race, and then you know, you knew that, you know this, they would just disappear halfway through the season when they realized they couldn't win the championship. They would just be like, never mind, and leave. And there was other reasons, of course. There's people didn't like the format, or they didn't, you know, they wanted some other style or more open racing, whatever. There's lots of different reasons, but they would just leave, and so we would end up where we have lobbies with no people in them. So we tried a couple things out, and we have some changes that we're looking at for this series that we're discussing with some of the team captains at the end of the season. Hang in there, Burning Man. Oh boy, that was close. So, you know, we are trying to keep the lobbies full, so all these guys have people to drive around, so there's not just 5 cars on the track. And we're making it harder on the drivers to just show up and earn a bunch of points because they have the pro tag on their name. You still have responsibility in setting a lap time, finding that time on the track to put in your best lap that you can. And if everybody just puts in the best laps or just runs their races the best that they do, everybody settles down. You should see the lower lobbies just have phenomenal races. And last week, everybody, bar one, were all together for like the whole race. So I think it's been working. Well. Better than the lobbies have been full, which is better than we've had in prior seasons. So that's good. But yes, there are tweaks and there are things that we can do that are going to help it be a little bit more. And we're working with the team captains. I'm having conversations with them. In fact, we're trying to schedule a call with the team captains at the beginning of this year to talk about the Group 2 series that's going to be coming up. I'll be discussing that with the team captains and giving them a chance to share some input in what my vision is and seeing if we can find a way to work it all right. There's lots of things. But everything we do improves every single year. This is the first time that we've done the lobbies set up this way. It's always been based on your fastest lap time, but we always had like Division 1, which was 15 guys, right? Well, when you don't have 15 guys showing up for the race, it screws up everything. So anyway, back to the racing. Burning Man and LJ still within a second of each other. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But the man up front is still 10 seconds to the good. His front left tire is finally gone. He's got fuel. He only has to go for another 6.5 minutes, and then we will see the completion of round 5. The next race we're going to be at is we're going to be at Fuji, and that will be the midpoint race. So when that race is completed, half the season will be over. I'm excited. It's going by a lot quicker than I thought it was going to, honestly. But Monkey Man into lap 79 still has several laps to complete before the race is over. Rusty he used to have a bigger lead, but his left side tires are fried on front and back, and he's going to have a hard time keeping Truth behind him. Except Truth, his left side tires are no better. So these guys are just trying to come home with that double podium, which is going to be awesome. Kaizan up into 4th. He's got a 15-second gap either side of him. Don't anticipate much going wrong there for him as long as he holds it together. Hovercraft, who still holds the fastest lap, so presumably we'll see Hovercraft with the pole in the next round. However, that depends. There are some pro drivers that are competing right now in lobby 3 or 4 that came back from a race that they missed, pardon me, and or they didn't remember to try to get that fast lap time in last week. So they are starting in lobby 2, so they could have a faster lap. I don't know what the fast lap is over there. I'd have to go over there and look, but I'm a little busy doing this. HPR sits in 6th. Everything looks good for him to just bring the car home. Mad Hatter is gonna be really close. Mad Hatter really light on the fuel right now. His fuel light has been on for a minute, and it's really, really low. So I think Burning Man may have an option. Both of these guys, Burning Man and LJ, although they're both nearly out of fuel as well, but not as much as Bad Hatter. Oh my gosh, I have been on this comm for too long. So anyway, we'll see if he can make it all the way around the track. He's only got a couple more minutes to go. But Burning Man and LJ are... I don't know what these guys are going to do. What's going to happen with these two guys? I'm kind of excited to see which one of them is going to come home with the 8th place, because they both have tire and fuel situations, but LJ's right side tires are significantly better. And they've only got this and maybe one more lap to go. So if he's going to do something, LJ needs to do that something now. Not a lot of right-hand corners to utilize those tires on, but he would have some. LJ, I was going to say somebody's going for something up there. There he goes. Mad Hatter realizes he's going to be out of fuel. He lets Burning Man by. Presumably LJ is going to go by, and there he goes. And Mad Hatter drops down to 9th place. And now we see a real battle right here on the brakes deep. Burning Man. Pardon me. All right, let's see. We have just a couple minutes left. Let's check up, make sure everything is going up here. There we go. So Rusty and Truth are within a second of each other. We should see these two duking it out on the last lap. We'll keep an eye on that. Kaizen kind of by himself. Hovercraft by himself. HPR by himself. Burning Man and LJ, not so much. So we're going to see a really close finish here coming up. And stick around for the interviews, because we might get to talk to Monkey Man for the first time this season. If he decides to, hopefully it's not raining or snowing or whatever it is where he lives, so he can go outside and talk to us. Since it is like 2 o'clock in the morning almost for the folks out in the UK. Well, parts of the UK, I guess. I don't know. Is the UK time, is all of the UK in one time zone, or I guess it's spread out? I don't know. All right, we've got 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Is there anybody that's not going to make it around? I don't know. I kind of want to keep an eye on this little battle here for 7th with Burning Man and LJ and see how this one plays out. But I also want to keep an eye on this one over here, because Rusty leads his teammate, Truth, but will they... I don't think there's probably not team orders, like... They're way ahead, like 16 seconds ahead of anybody, and I'm sure they all want to win this race, right? So we're going to see. All right, we have only 30 seconds left. Where's the leader right now? The leader is going to cross the line. He's going to have one more to do. These guys are going to cross the line with one more to do, and they are nearly out of fuel, the two of them. This will be very close. What we will see is Kaizen come home in P4, I'm sure. Where's Kaizen? There he is. Kaizen's coming up the hill now. He will come across in P4. The time is going to be up about the time he gets there. Yep, and P4 belongs to Kaizen. So, boom, he comes through and gets that work done. Hovercraft, there's a couple other people that are coming around that are off the lead lap. Hovercraft is going to come through. Hovercraft with the fastest lap of the race is going to come home in P5. Nice going, man. 7 seconds later, we're going to see HPR, Burning Man, and LJ battling it out. Burning Man, HPR comes home in 6, but Burning Man is going to keep it alive and get through in P7. LJ comes home in P8. Mad Hatter battling it out with his teammate, Tech Racing. Oh! And he gets a little bit loose, but he's making it work, and Mad Hatter comes home in 9th. Tech does get it back together and gets a 10th place finish. Where's the leader? The leader's coming down now. Monkey Man is coming down right now to finish off, and he wins round 5. Congratulations, Monkey Man. He comes home with a 12-second lead over the rest of the field. Congratulations. Rusty Maggots now comes across in 2nd. Here comes Truth in 3rd. So double podium for the S7R guys. All right, let's see. Is there anybody else out on track? No, everyone has come across. And we're going to see the big hand in the air with the super decorated uniform of the driver suit. And Monkey Man takes it. Holy cow, that was fun. Okay, so what we need to do now is get ourselves over where we can do some interviews with these guys and talk to them, because that was pretty great. Let me first bring up the race results right here. So there are the race results on your screen. Monkey Man takes the win. Rusty Maggots and Truth come home in 2nd and 3rd. Kaizen in 4th. Hovercraft with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:24.295, comes home in 5th. HPR, Burning Man, and LJ in 6th, 7th, and 8th. Mad Hatter and Tech Racing come home in 9th and 10th. Black Friday 11th. Toto Wolf, Flash, Buckwild, and Shovelhead gets a DNF for he got a bunch of damage on his car and decided to leave the race. So that's how that goes. Let's go see if we can't find these guys for some interviews, and I'll be back in a moment. Stand by.
Let me get the audio
for him and his
from
whole
these
family.
guys. There we go. Now I can hear people talking.
Hey.
Well, I'm waiting for our champion to get in here.
Is he coming though?
I talked to him earlier, and I told. Yep, here he
There
comes.
he is.
He said if he has to go out and stand in the parking lot, that he would come and visit us if he won the race. And there he is. All right. Well, first, let's start with Truth. Congratulations, man. 3rd place. It was a well-fought battle. Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I started 12th, so that's pretty good. And like I think we nailed the strategy. It's just, it's hard to fight through the pack, and then you lose time as you're going through. But I'm just really annoyed because I've been chasing Rusty forever, and there was a last lap battle that was brewing, and then I took a stupid penalty, on the last lap because we were about to fight. Yeah, exactly. But I'm happy.
Well,
Yeah.
you got a double podium for the team, so that's awesome. So congratulations there, Rusty. Nice job, dude.
Yeah, thanks. That was a wild one. Just pushing through the pack with Truth right behind me, right in front of me. We were kind of exchanging a little bit, and I think we started 14th and 12th, and by the end of the medium stint, we were P1 and P2. But yeah, it was another good race. Best finish of the season so far for me. Yeah. Maybe next week we'll have a better starting spot and we can give Monkey Man a run for his money here.
Yeah, he kind of had that thing sorted out from soup to nuts in this race. I did notice that the two of you guys were pretty much around each other the whole race, and then when you guys came around after the pit stops were over and Tech was out in front of you, was that a surprise, or did you think he was? I mean, he and Monkey Man saved so much fuel. They jumped you guys in the pits by miles. And
I was a little surprised to see that. I mean, I wasn't super surprised because I knew we weren't saving a ton of gas, but I wasn't really worried too much about it because I knew that the strategy they were running, they probably were burning less fuel per lap on both sets of tires. So I figured we could run faster times. It was just, a matter of time. My only concern really was I knew we pitted earlier than a lot of people, so I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get them before the tires died. But yeah, ended up working out. We got by him, and then I think he made a mistake at some point and fell back a bit. So
he didn't just make a mistake. I don't know what happened, but he had both front wheel damage and front aero damage, and he ended up having to pit and dropped all the way back to 11.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
that's right.
When I saw him jump out in front of us, I thought, great job on fuel, dude. But now you're a sitting duck because you've got to be where Monkey is. Unless you overfueled, you better have a lot of gas because Monkey was safe because he was far away if he's saving fuel. But he was too close to us if he was going to keep saving fuel. So I was like, if he put a lot of gas in, then we're on for a race. If he didn't, we'll just eat him up. So I wasn't sure. But then
yeah, it was pretty close. He was pretty close. Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the replay. If you saved your replay and go see just how that went down. But I was excited because I was like, oh, we're gonna have some real stuff happening up here at the front. That was gonna be awesome. So cool. So congratulations to the S7R guys. P2, P3 on the podium. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right,
What on,
Monkey
boys,
Man. Monkey Man, this is for you.
Hello? Yeah.
Way to go, dude.
Yeah,
You
thank
take
you.
another win, man, in monster fashion. I don't know how you manage to do these things that you do, but the mic is yours, man. Tell us about your race. This is the first time we got to interview you this whole season, so I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So this race in particular, actually, I didn't do very well here because I sort of burned too much fuel at the start and burned my tires more than I liked to as well. And then I actually put in less fuel. I put in the amount of fuel for 82 laps, not 83. So I couldn't get my fast lap in as well. So yeah, Rusty and Truth, like they got me really worried because like I couldn't push or nothing. They drove amazingly. They were really good today.
Well, you know what? If we can't beat you, at least we can stress you out.
Yeah, you kept me in check. You kept me in check. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
I'm
good.
just gonna say Monkey Man's display in this series has been like really incredible, eye-opening.
Oh, thank you.
Very
Yeah,
impressive.
God to you from Monkey Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Who's
sort
that?
of
Oh,
I realized like it's quite difficult to do like to fuel save and tire save in Group 4 cars.
Yep.
I've realized. So I'll probably go back and rethink this strategy for Group 4 next time round.
Well, I practiced and I was doing well in practice with my tires. Then in the race, I ate them up. I don't know. I didn't do the.
Where were you shifting? Because you and Rusty, like on the straight, you gained so much time. It's like almost half a second every time you gain on the straight.
Yeah,
Full
well,
push ahead, man. Full push.
well, we were going.
Okay.
I was shifting at 90 or 85, but I was saving my gas everywhere else using the topography of the track to shift short through the S's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the lead while I had it, guys.
Oh yeah, mate. Tyler, you went flying at the start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what's
had-
really funny? As I was watching the chat, and Kaizen, it's funny that you're in here. The chat was going crazy because I did tell everybody that there was only one car on the track that was running the softs in the first stint, but I didn't tell them who it was. And I said, but I did tell them that they were in the top 10, which was true. There was one guy running and it was one of the BVL drivers. And everyone, everyone I'm sure was convinced it was you because you were so far out in the front, and you drove from P7 all the way to the front, and then built a 7-second gap, which just completely disappeared towards the end of the stint when those tires went away. But
Yeah, look, I think.
what's that?
Yeah, look. The way I thought it's just. I think I burnt the tires way too much. That's why I had some great pace in practice, like on those mediums. Like I was matching my softs pace, and unfortunately, Truth and Rusty get me again, just like the last World Cup, and absolutely destroy me on the strategy. But honestly, I think I'm happy with a P4, and get some good teams while in Boss Man's absence. So I have to step up as I'd say. I'll put on a captain's knock today for the boys in Leviathan Racing Crew.
Well, welcome to the podium interview to the guy not on the podium. But hey, you were up there for quite a while, so I'm actually glad you showed up. I kind of wanted to get your pulse on that, so I appreciate you sharing that. But for everything else, Monkey Man, that was an exceptional race once again, and your tribute livery to Andy and his family is just. It's so nice to see that.
I'm very glad I'm running in top positions with that livery actually.
Yep, it's I love to see our community come together into the support of those who are struggling through some stuff. So good on you, man.
Yeah.
We're
Good on you,
all
Monkey.
We're all here with Andy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Monkey Man, any last words?
Congrats to everybody, really. Yeah, good race.
Yeah, good race. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun, boys. Thank you.
I've still got a bit of adrenaline left in me right now. Like, I was really not sure because I can't read I couldn't read Truth or Rusty at the second part of the stint anyway. In the first, because people just sort of pushed past me, I could tell they were using up the resources. But in the second stint, I wasn't sure if they were saving and then gonna bite me in later on. It was a thriller. Just a very good race. Honestly, I'm stoked.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I'll leave you guys in here to chat with each other. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and get this broadcast over with and share some stuff. But you guys didn't get to hear any of this during the race, so you can listen to this last part as I'm coming out if you want. But we do have some the new replacement for the BMW Cup. It's on all of my paperwork. I'm building all of the pieces and parts for it. I'm going to be communicating with the team captains to get some of their input on it, but it will be a one make Group 2 series with the new Audi, with the DTM car.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's
So-
a heavy car to drive too.
Yeah,
That's Tyler's thing. Tyler likes to drive the DR2s.
Yep, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a one make the whole season, so everyone will be in one car they'll be getting used to. Got the tracks all figured out. I'm gonna get the rule book put together and go through a couple of things. We're not gonna do the lap times like we did on the BMW last, where it's your fastest lap time. I'm actually looking at maybe doing a qualifier weekend, then a race weekend, and alternate back and forth.
I love that.
That's
Yeah,
a great
so-
idea. No, that's much better. No,
Well,
you've
yeah,
done
except
video.
it takes 10 times as much work to do all of that. So,
But you can ask people to help, right? You can ask.
Yes.
people
Yeah,
to
we're,
help.
we're happy to help you, bro.
yep, that is the plan. I'm gonna. I've already reached out to a couple of the team captains,
Okay.
and we're gonna get something together so I can get some input from the other guys. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, that's
because that format that you had with the Porsche Cup where we had qualifying heats. I don't know if you're doing that, but that was the funnest thing ever.
yeah. I'm pretty much going that way for the qualifying heats. I think that's
Nice.
I want to do that again because
Yes, sir.
that was just so much fun. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. But that will set the grid for the stuff. We'll talk more about it. I don't want to get too much into it, but it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun.
Let's get through World Cup first.
What's that?
Let's get through World Cup first, then we can sort it then.
Yeah, well, this will actually start before World Cup ends because World Cup doesn't end until like April. So I'm going to get this one running probably by February. So just stay tuned for that. All right, I'm going to jump out of here and let you guys can talk. And thanks again for everybody. And again, buddy, nice job, Monkey Man and S7R double podium. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
All right,
Thanks, man.
see you guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next race at Fuji in the Supra, the Group 3 Supra. So that should be a lot of fun, seeing how everybody gets all that put together. Again, a big shout out to our folks at Hypre for everything. Go check them out, hypre.com.mx. Don't forget, starting next week, Gentlemen's GP Challenge, week 1 for 2024. On Tuesday, there will be 2 20-minute sprints in the cars, and then there's going to be a 1-hour feature race on Friday in the same cars. So it's going to be a lot of good times. Just come find us out. There's a whole channel for it on Discord, and we've got a website page built for it now, gtchampions.com/gents. We'll be updating it soon with new details, so stay tuned for that. Also, coming up in a week and 2 days from now, we're going to be at Round 5 in the iRacing Truck Series for BMRL. We'll be broadcasting that live here, so come check that out because it's a load of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it. So, again, thanks everybody for coming by. Hope you guys all had a good time, and we'll see what transpires in the new year. Have a wonderful New Year's to all of you around the world. I'm so excited to see what 2024 brings to us, and we'll catch you all in the next time. Have a good one.